I'd like to talk to you about a menace, threatening humanity. It's happening right here, in our very homes, and corrupting the lives of our loved ones.
Maybe they're friendly.
Hello and welcome to this latest episode. I think it's episode 5 of the Electronic Egg podcast. Really sorry for the delay in getting this out, but we've had illnesses and we've had lots of other stuff going on, like Easter holidays, children, life. So that's why we missed a week last week, and you're getting this a bit later. But there's only the two of us this week, so it's just me and Danny.
Hello.
How you doing,
Just
Danny?
me and you. All good, all good. Yep, just me and you this week. So,
Just the
yep.
two of us. Making a podcast if we try, just the two of us, Danny and I.
Didn't take too long, did it?
No,
I knew you was going to do that.
People want.
Give
them what they want. That's what I say.
Exactly.
One other thing to say that I haven't actually run this past Danny yet, but I'm going to open up our Discord chat to people. So during the day or whenever, you can just come on and talk like games or music or anything in here with us. But obviously you won't be able to join the podcast and recording channel as that will be that's locked down. But you will be able to come in and chat with us.
Exciting.
So you know, if you don't want to post on social media or things like that, you can come here and we can chat games and stuff.
Sounds cool.
Live.
Keep it friendly. Keep it friendly.
Yeah. You can send us voice recordings of your singings if you want. You know. All of that good stuff.
You couldn't.
or don't. Or don't, yeah. So anyway, this episode we're going to talk a little bit about the Nintendo Switch 2, which is actually I've played. I went down to London at the XL on Saturday, and I managed to get in and play a lot of Switch 2 stuff.
Come on in.
So, what would you like to know?
Yeah. Right, so I'm guessing when you got there, was it a bit of a secret? You weren't allowed to take pictures, I'm guessing? You just...
No. You could, yeah.
Was it busy?
Yeah, there was a good few hundred people there.
Yeah?
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And like the waits weren't too long, like the queues weren't too long to get on things.
Yeah.
So I think the longest that I queued was with my daughter for her to play Kirby, the Switch 2 enhanced version. I think that was the longest I queued. There was a girl on there before, and she was taking ages, and I kept making comments, like a dad does, like, yeah.
Get off. Get out of my way.
Making very sarky comments about how, I can't believe, don't worry, sweetheart, you'll get to play it soon. I know you haven't played anything for a while. That sort of thing. Yeah. So I was quite.
Was it allocated time slots or?
We were in the 20 past 10 until 20 past 2 time slot.
Okay.
So you got quite a long time in there. We only managed until 1:30, and then my children were moaning about being hungry.
Did you have to buy them a £14 hot dog?
No, actually, we did a meal deal at Tesco Extra because I was like, I've already spent too much money today on getting to London.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was good. So I'll take you through it, shall I? So
yes, please.
When you first go in, bit of applause from all the staff that were there cheering you as you came in, which I felt was very American, and I felt uncomfortable, Daniel. I felt uncomfortable with it. I'm British. I don't like a fuss.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't pleased with that at all.
Seems a bit extravagant,
And
really, over the top.
it was. I've
I
got
can't
more to tell you
stand that.
about that as well. So so then when you go in, the first thing you got to do was play a local 2-player game of Mario Kart Tour,
Yeah.
and that was fun. It was just like there was a Grand Prix, so there's 24 characters on the screen, and yeah, so first of all you got to play it on the big screen, so that was cool. And yeah, so let me go through the game a little bit. So I was playing with my daughter. She chose to be the cow character. She was desperate to be the cow character since she saw it on the
Yeah.
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
So she chose her, her, because cows are girls. And
What's the name of the cow?
I honestly don't know.
Oh,
I'm a bad Nintendo fan. I don't know the
it's
name
got to
of the
be
cow.
something like Moo
Moo
Moo or something, isn't
Moo.
it?
It's got to
Yeah.
be Moo Moo. Although that's the thing Homer wears when he's really fat, isn't it?
Yeah, the Moo
That's a
Moo.
Moo Moo. Yeah. But yeah, so she chose her. I chose Cooper Trooper. Standard. That's been my main since it started.
Yep.
Other than
Yep.
Mario Kart 64, obviously, because you couldn't choose him, as he
No.
wasn't a playable character. So you had to choose Toad if you wanted a good
Mm.
character. And yeah, so the tracks are wide, like really wide, probably to accommodate the 24 characters, which
Is that?
makes it feel less Mario Kart, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
The
Because
tracks have got
Mario Kart's
wider
quite
progressively, though,
tight.
haven't they, throughout the games?
Yeah, but they still have that tightness, with it. But this one didn't have that tightness. The tracks were really wide. So laps are gone.
What?
There are no laps anymore. So it's just like you get 3 checkpoints that you got to race to.
Okay.
So it's kind of like in something like Forza Horizon when you're
Was
doing
it Horizon? Yeah, 5 or something. Yeah.
where you're doing like the sprint run, where you're going
Mm.
through and you do X
Yeah.
amount % until you get to the end. It's kind of like that now.
Mm.
So that's one difference. But I tell you what, it's way more hectic. 24 players.
Yeah.
So well, my daughter was in second place. Obviously, I was in first place, and
Obviously, yeah.
obviously, she got hit by everything. Like just before the finish, literally everything, and she came 12th, and she was second. It's just it's absolute carnage in that mode. So yeah, that was one thing I wasn't massively keen on. But that one you were playing with the Joy-Cons in the holder,
Yeah.
that holder thing.
Mm.
Sorry, Joy-Con. The Joy-Con is also
Joy-Con.
plural. I am not American. I do not need to pluralize everything.
No,
Legos.
Legos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so that was the first thing, and then you played a game on your own on a Switch 2, like on the screen, on handheld mode. And that was the first time I got to hold the Switch 2, and it's much more comfortable than the original Switch. Like
Okay.
it's more like the Joy-Cons are more curved and they're
Mm.
bigger, so it gives it a lot. But the thing is, as well, it's probably weighs less than the Switch OLED.
Really?
Yeah, that's
The OLED's
from
quite
what I could.
light, actually. It's I've
Yeah,
got one.
this was really light considering the real estate of the screen, the size of the Joy-Con, but they're so much lighter.
What is
So
the screen brightness? Because the lack of OLED, it actually concerns me a bit because I've
this
got so
was
used to
going to
playing my
be
OLED.
this is my criticism of that screen.
I know it would be.
So the colors don't pop, like they really don't
Right.
pop. It looks kind of dry. It's not a nice. It's LCD is not as good as OLED, right? It just isn't.
No.
So straight away, that
It's
looks like a downgrade when you're looking
backwards
at the screen.
technology.
The bezel's pretty large as well. I
Mm.
thought, which was disappointing. So you have a 7.9 inch screen, right?
Yeah.
But there's quite a lot of bezel on there. So yeah,
We're
I wasn't talking sort of a little bit more than
millimeters or
the OLED. Yeah, millimeters. Yeah, so
yeah.
a little bit more than the OLED. Because I had I had the OLED with me, and I looked, and I was like, oh, yeah, because I did a comparison. Because yeah, Yeah, and then the girl afterwards said, "So, what did you think?" And my kids, they were like, "Oh my god, it's amazing! I love it!" And I just went, "I have
Mm.
criticism,"
Yeah.
and she was like,
It,
"Oh, right, okay, what?" And I said, "The tracks are too wide. Like
mm.
it doesn't feel as it doesn't feel as focused as Mario Kart. You know, it felt a bit wild and hectic with all the characters and the big
Yeah.
and the bigger tracks." And I didn't like the fact that you couldn't learn that track, learn that lap before you move
No.
on, because you go straight to the next point
Yeah.
and you're not really learning it. Do you know what I mean? Like in Mario
No,
Kart,
you're
you'd be like,
just going
oh,
in a
okay,
straight line, basically.
yeah. So I was a bit, yeah. So I had some criticism of it, which
Okay.
she was then gave the company line of stuff.
Mm.
Like, well, tune into the Nintendo Direct, Mario Kart World Nintendo Direct, and hopefully they'll be able to address some of your concerns. And I was like, I
Did you
doubt
expect them to change it there on the spot?
it. Yeah, so I was like, I'm pretty sure this is how it's going to be in the final thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive Mario Kart guy. I don't really like. I like playing it with my children, and that is it. I never play it single player, just because I'd rather play like proper racing game. I know it's like horrible to say, but I want to play like real racing games
I know what you
with
mean.
you know.
But I still kind of refer back to Super Mario Kart on the SNES, and I always will. That for me has not been beaten. It just sounds like I'm an old person and I don't know what I'm talking about,
It,
but it was go karting. The tracks were
yeah, this isn't go
like
karting.
it's gone from in sort of competitive to all that chaos, and they've made they made the tracks wider. That's just my worst fear, really. I don't really
Yeah,
lost interest in it now. You said that, to be fair with you. Especially that
yeah.
there's
So
no, and there must be tracks in it at some point. They can't just not get rid of
I
some of those
asked her
classic
that, and
tracks.
she said to tune into the Nintendo Direct. That's everything she said about it was tune into the Nintendo Direct. And I said,
Ah.
so, because I know that it's like continuous worlds, isn't it? So when you play the game, you
Yeah.
move from race to race. So there's no selecting anything. So you're just racing, racing, racing. So I'm not sure if there's going to be track based
I
circuits.
think you'd be able to just drive to a
Point
track,
to point. That's what it's called, isn't it? Point to point racing. There
point
we
to point
go.
racing, but you drive to a
That's
track,
Yeah, but
maybe.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Honestly, I don't know. I think we're going to have to wait for the direct to find out more about that, because
Oh,
the Nintendo
they've got
reps
to
set this event.
you as well now. You're going to be saying it every 5 minutes now, aren't you?
Yeah, but yeah, the reps that was their go-to answer for everything was
Mm,
tune into the Nintendo Direct
yeah.
for Mario Kart, and I was like, okay, cool. So then you moved on from there to the big hall, where all the other games were.
Mhm.
So I went straight to Metroid Prime 4,
Yeah.
obviously.
Hmm.
That game was running at, I think, 1080p on the monitor and 120 FPS.
Right, okay.
It definitely felt like 120 FPS. It was beautiful to look at as well as play with the mouse. Like, so
That's
basically you got the two Joy-Con
yeah.
split,
Mm.
and you use the your left stick to like
Hmm.
look around and everything, and then you use your right hand to move, and that's where all your
Wow.
action buttons are as well. Um, and it was just brilliant. It was just an amazing experience to play Metroid Prime 4 with those controls.
They've put some
So,
thought into the control scheme then.
oh yeah, absolutely. And the thing is as well, that was the best looking game at this event,
Right, okay.
like by a country mile, right? And Nintendo are hardly talking about this game,
Was
but it
it
is just like
was it good
so
looking because the other games were not so advanced, or was it good looking as in it's very good looking for a game on
very good
in its
looking
own
for a
right?
game. I
Yeah,
mean, the use of lighting, the HDR and everything they had on display was fantastic.
yeah.
The shaders they were using were great, and the art design was absolutely spot on.
Mm.
Yeah, everything was brilliant with it. And the late bless her, the rep trying to talk to me about the game. I said, as a game, I've played a lot of Metroid Prime. I've played all three of them, plus the DS one, and the terrible 3DS Metroid Prime Federation Force,
which was awful.
which was bad.
Yeah.
And so I said, you don't need to talk to me if you don't want to. To her, I just sort of said, yeah, I'll be cool.
You can have a
with
break.
this. Yeah, you can just chill. I've got this. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. So I was like, right, I can just be left and play Metroid Prime 4 now. And yeah, it was so good. But it was a combat one. So I think it's the beginning of the game. When this planet is being attacked by what I guess is the bad guys from the game. And then you've got loads of Marines around you and stuff, which is cool. It really adds like a war zone. Lots of characters on screen as well, which is good. Loads of effects going off everywhere. Like just retro doing what they do.
Yeah.
Making Nintendo's own stuff from Japan not look as good. That's what they do.
That's promising then. No, it is promising because I've been looking forward to that game.
Yeah,
for
me too.
About 5 years now.
So that one, absolute winner. I then went on and played Mario Party with my daughter and my brother who came along with us. My son had gone off at this point to do his own thing.
Okay.
And we went and played Mario Party Jamboree. We were playing with the mouse control mini games. Let me tell you, they were fun as hell.
Yeah.
With the mouse control. Yeah, they were so good. So one of them, you have like a pullback car game. So like when you pull back those cars and you let them go and then they fling forwards. So you had that and you had to try and knock the other cars off and get your car into the goal.
But you could do it with the mouse as a...
Yeah, so you just pulled the mouse back and then let it go, like lift it up and then it flies off. And it was just so good. I absolutely loved it. And it did feel like you actually had a car because the HD Rumble 2 that's in the new Joy-Con and the Pro controller is just brilliant. Yeah, because I love playing my games on PS5 for one reason and one reason only, and that is the haptic feedbacks on the DualSense.
Yeah.
They really are brilliant, right? And the HD Rumble 2 stuff is maybe better.
Well,
like it's just
I have to say it's something I've not I'm not saying overly keen on, but it's something that's not a system seller for me. But depending on what games they're going to be using it in, because when they announced the mouse controls and stuff at the Direct, it wasn't quite clear what they was aiming to be doing with it. To be fair with you.
So I mean, it is just basically replicating that mouse on a PC gaming style.
But with Nintendo Flair, basically.
With Nintendo Flair, yeah. So that was one. So that car one was one of the mini games.
Yeah.
Another one I really liked is you pick up a toad and you got to drag them through like a labyrinth of like electricity. So they can't hit the electricity to the 2D plane, and you've got to get them through this thing by like navigating with the mouse. And it just harked back to playing like something on the Amiga back in the day. Where you'd have those sorts of games where you would. Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is great fun. There were other ones like spray cans and stuff. So you'd like pick the Joy-Con up, shake it to refill the spray can, and then put it down, and then use it as a mouse to do that. That was less fun. But yeah, Mario Party, the Jamboree upgrade, whatever that's called, that's coming out. Very, very promising. I don't like any of the normal games on Mario Party.
I've never found
a bit crap and a bit like dull,
Never
I just didn't find them fun, right? Whereas these were fun because the input was fun. The input was more natural than using a pad like to swiggle the stick around, to swirl that around to make things go faster. I don't want to do that. I don't want to break my controller, but I do want to use a mouse and have a lot of fun using that. It was so good. I will give my criticism and my one worry of the mouse, though, of the mouse use of the Joy-Con. You need to have flat surface, right? So if you're sitting in the lounge with your family, you're either going to have like a big coffee table in the lounge, or everyone's going to have their own like lap tray, like a dinner tray,
a TV dinner tray or something. I was just about to say
basically, that. Yeah. So I think that's the one criticism I have of the mouse, sorry, because it's not plural of that as it is just mouse. is that you're going to need to have that surface. Where I
So
think
basically,
it
you
really
need to be
works
in
well.
the correct environment to use it. Otherwise, it's going to be
Yeah,
useless, isn't it? You can't just
I
take it to
think
the kids' bedroom and start playing on the carpet and stuff. You're going to
no.
have it set up properly, aren't you?
Yeah, I think someone who's into PC gaming came up with this idea.
Yeah.
Because when you're sitting at your desk and you're playing on your mouse and keyboard, right?
Yeah.
That's the optimal place to play PC games, right? Not with a mouse and keyboard on your lap. That just doesn't work.
No, I've tried it. Doesn't work.
And the
You have
best
to be at a
place,
desk. Yeah.
yeah, and the best place to play Metro Prime 4 or like the mini games in Mario Party is going to be at a desk. You know, so that kind of hampers that in the lounge Nintendo thing. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to refer back to the Metro game and just say, look, if that is the case and you're using those controls, you are going to be in the living room 90% of the time, because that's where your Nintendo Switch is going to be set up,
Yeah.
like all the
I mean, if you've
previous
got wooden
consoles.
floors, yeah,
Yeah,
if
but
you've
then
got
you're on
wooden
the
floors,
floor.
yeah. So that is a worry for me on that taking off. I don't know how many families are going to be able to do that.
What's the chances
Um,
of them releasing a Nintendo dinner tray stroke table for
Mate, you
Joy-Con
need to
mouse
get on
games?
that. You've just created a new Switch accessory.
Because that's going to happen,
So
isn't it?
it is. It's going to have to happen. Yeah. So that's Mario Party. Let's move on from that to Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I've been waiting for this.
Now, my brother, my
Mm.
daughter, and my son adored it.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely loved it. I didn't like it.
Oh no.
So it's a weird game to kind of to describe really. So it's not really it's not a 3D platformer, right? Because
Right.
there's no platforming in this game really. Not from the demo that I played anyway. The demo that I played is in this area like lagoon something, and there you can climb up walls and things like that. But there was at no point did I ever need to do any platforming. It's literally you punch everything and it breaks.
Right, so it's
And so then
destructive
dig.
environment. Yep.
Yeah, it's like Donkey Kong Faction, the
Yeah,
Red
Red
Faction.
Faction stroke Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that game from LucasArts. Remember they did one where they, on the PS2,
I was just about to
where
say that, and I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember what it's called. But there was that as well, wasn't there? So it's that sort of destructive. Everything's destructible, basically.
Yeah.
If some stuff can't be punched, you can pick up these things called boom blocks, not the Steven Spielberg masterpiece from the Wii. And they blow up. So then, yeah. But you've only got a finite amount of use of it because it's just like a big cube, and every time you punch it, bits of it you lose it. So if you don't get the throw right,
Okay, so
it's
in
not
my head,
working.
when I see this game, the first thing I thought was probably Red Faction, because I see a few comments saying, "Oh my God, Nintendo have innovated here and everything's this." And I thought, no, it was 25 years ago. It just never took
Yeah.
off because it was too hard to do in certain games. So I already had Red Faction in my head, like Donkey Kong Red Faction, and I kind of thought, is it going to be like the game with the Godzilla and the big ape and climbing up the building and they're hitting and everything? What's that called? The arcade game.
Rampage.
Rampage. I was thinking it's going to be like an open world Rampage stroke
It kind of is.
fighting game, maybe, if that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of is. There's
Right.
Yeah, it is a fight. It's an action It's an action. It's not even.
Yeah.
From what I've played, it's not a platformer. So
Right, okay.
it's clearly the Odyssey team though, because there's a lot of Odyssey in it,
Yeah, I can
like
see
in
it.
its
Yeah.
DNA. But it's not got that. You know, when some of the moons on Odyssey, you need to do some real tricky bits of jumping, or
Yeah.
like stringing together like throwing the hat, jump into it, and then doing another one and trying to get across.
Yeah.
Those sorts of things. I can't see anything like that in this yet. It's literally you punch the shit out of everything until you get the bananas.
Right, okay, that could be repetitive and boring.
Yeah,
well.
I was bored by the end of the demo. I was like, I didn't enjoy it. I was.
It is
really
what it
gutted
is. It
'cause
is a demo. It's a demo. It
Yeah.
could be that could
It is
not
a
be the
demo.
final.
It could be. Yeah, I hope that the whole game has a lot more to it than that, because if that's all the game is, I'm really disappointed in the fact that it's taken 7.5 years since Mario Odyssey to get that.
Yeah, because they've
You know,
definitely used the same engine, haven't they?
yeah,
It's
I
the
mean,
same game, isn't it? That's all I can see. It's Mario Odyssey, but with Donkey Kong. That's
and none of the platforming of Mario Odyssey.
no.
Um,
Well, maybe
or the
maybe
variety,
there is.
and gameplay of Odyssey, but we don't know. We don't know.
You don't know.
But from what I've played, I wasn't a fan, but my kids and my brother absolutely loved it. That was the game. That was the second game I wanted to play most. You know, after Metroid Prime 4, because I've been waiting so long for that. So yeah, that's Donkey Kong. I did use the Pro Controller too for that, and that was amazing. Like, such a good controller to hold, the most comfortable controller I've ever held. It's a
Really?
teensy bit bigger and has a little bit more heft than the Pro Controller on the original Switch. But the HD Rumble for Donkey Kong, when you're going over different bits of ground and stuff, where it changes like the feel, is really cool. Which is just like on like the DualSense does that as well, like especially in Astrobot. So yeah, I think from what I've played of Donkey Kong and Astrobot's the better game. That is going to enrage every Nintendo fan that's listening, and we'll never get them back. I'm sorry, but
No, but they, like you say, you can only comment on what you've played for the 10
and
minutes
like
that
I
you were
say,
playing
from
it.
what I've
So,
played so far, I'm not a fan of Donkey Kong at all.
No.
I love the new look though, like the new design of the character, freaking brilliant.
no, it does look good. I have to say, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
There's a little thing where you have like this little companion on your shoulder. I can't remember. The rep did say the name, but I can't remember what it was, because I was just thinking, what is that purple dude doing on my shoulder?
Yeah.
But you press the L bumper, and when you do that, like musical notes appear that put you back on track of the mission objective, which is quite cool. Because he was like, "Oh yeah, if you do that, you can go back to what you like, the purpose of the demo." And I was like, "Oh, all right, I was just having fun. I didn't really want to complete anything. I just wanted to
No,
see what this is all about."
Yeah.
And then when I did that, all I did was do more of what I was doing anyway, which is just punching stuff. So, yeah. I wasn't a fan.
Let's hope it's just a
so
demo
let's
and
hope
there's
it's just
something
a
more
demo,
to it. Yeah.
and there's way more gameplay to it, because I'll be shocked if the Mario team, like, it was EAD Tokyo, isn't it, who make the Mario 3D games now, and they've made some of the most amazing games. So I'm hoping that this has more surprises than just that. So we'll see. What did I play after that? Oh, after that, I went and played Hades 2, because I love Hades. And Hades 2 is just brilliant. Everyone probably knows how good Hades is. So it's just a roguelike dungeon crawler. It's set in ancient Greece. There's a new protagonist this time. Forget her name, which is really annoying, but she's really cool. She's much swifter than, I've forgotten the original character's name now as well. Oh well. Anyway, that's my Hades knowledge. After about 200 hours of it, I've forgotten the guy's name. So yeah, that's good. But yeah, Hades 2, absolutely fantastic. And then what did I play after that? I went and played Civ 7 with the mouse controls. That was absolutely brilliant. After that, what did I do? I played some Split Fiction with my daughter. She loved it. I like it too, but again, I bet you it'll be cheaper on PS5 by the time the Switch 2 version's out. So.
Yeah, probably.
And I have more pads for the PlayStations. So.
The rising prices of the PS5 and its games at the moment, you have no idea.
No,
never know.
So yeah, that was Split Fiction, was really cool. Looked fine, ran fine, you know. Then we went back to Mario Kart World. On Mario Kart World, we played this knockout one, you know, where you like what's it called, sudden death, where every so many seconds, wherever you are, you get knocked out. I'm really annoyed that my brother came second in that. I got knocked out like 12th or something. But this is the next bit where it got really American. So for the last 30 seconds of the countdown between first and second, they're all there counting it down. 29, 28. and stuff.
I would have
And
tried to hide, to be fair with you.
and then you had some of them going, "Come on, yeah."
Oh no.
God,
Is it
shoot
that
me
bad?
now. I was
Oh.
so annoyed. But
Maybe
yeah,
it's
so
just
my
us
brother did
80s
it
and
all.
90s kids that just don't do that
No, we're
stuff.
British. We're
We just don't.
refined.
Yeah, we just don't
Yeah,
get that. I don't.
yeah. No, we have
Shut
decorum.
up and go away.
Yeah, yeah. Don't do that. Just don't do that, please. If anyone
Stop.
from that Nintendo event are listening, we hated it. Okay,
Yeah.
we're British. We hated it.
Mm.
And yeah, so that was cool. That was okay. But again, it was just driving point to point and getting eliminated as you go. So yeah, but again, the tracks were just too wide and it's too hectic. It was a bit more. They were even wider on this one, and there were ways that you could cut the track to get to another bit as well, like secret ways
Yeah.
and things, which is cool. Yeah, so that was cool. Very cool. That was cool. But yeah, again, it's not for me, unfortunately.
Okay.
Then what did we do?
But there,
Then I went and played.
I
Then
was
I
saying,
went and stood
any
in.
accessories or anything like that? Were they on display or anything like that, or anything else like that, or was it just
Um,
literally games
it's
and
this
the
game.
Switch
Yeah,
itself?
yeah.
Mm.
After oh no, the GameCube controllers were there.
Oh,
Yes, so
cool.
I'll get to that. So the next bit was I went and
The worst
waited at
controller
the
ever made. Sorry, sorry.
not
What?
the Dreamcast one, mate, or the Jaguar.
Oh, I don't know. It's.
That's just for Tommy if he's listening.
I don't even count the Jaguar one in, to be fair. I just, I've really annoying some people now.
Telephone, isn't it?
Tom probably, yeah.
Uh,
But no, oh, come on. The Dreamcast controller was bad, but the GameCube controller was just clunky, horrible.
I like the Wavebird. I
That
like the
was good.
Wavebird.
It was smoother.
But yeah, yeah. It lacked rumble, but it was still it was a nicer pad to hold. The prongs were a bit bigger. It was good.
Mm.
So yeah, after that we went and played. Well, I didn't play, but I stood in line with my daughter for her to play Kirby. My son and my brother went off to play Dragon Drive. I'll get to that in a bit because I went and played that with my daughter. As you can see, I got lumbered with the youngest. And yeah, and then after that, my daughter and I went and played on GameCube, the GameCube games on Nintendo Switch Online. So I got to play Soul Calibur 2, which is still phenomenal.
It's
Wind
an amazing
Waker,
game.
which yeah, it's Wind Waker though, which has aged, I think, which I didn't think it had until I played it again. And I was like, oh man, I
I
want
finished it last year
Breath
on
of the Wild.
my Wind Waker Wii U.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I still love it, but I was just like, oh man, I want to play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom style Zeldas now. I don't want to play the older
No,
ones
that's right.
anymore.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm out of those now. Don't need them.
2D ones, absolutely. I play them all day long, but the older
Oh
3D
yeah,
ones.
really. But in the three, I want a big Zelda that's like in a big open world, and yeah, and you get to be running around and doing what you want for a while, and then maybe doing some.
And they can't release a third one, can they? It needs to be different. It has to be
No,
different.
exactly. I'm like, oh, I just want
I
another.
know. Anyway,
Still
sorry.
another. Anyway, so yeah, so we played Wind Waker, then Mario
Yep.
Strikers, which hasn't aged well at all, the GameCube one.
I didn't like it.
And then F-Zero GX, which is still phenomenal. It looks amazing still. So yeah, I played those. Then I went and played Dragon Drive with my daughter. What I will say is it should be called Dragon Drivel.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
It's just shite. I mean, it's not fun.
Who's it made by again?
I think it's the ARMS team, which really surprises me because ARMS is like one of the best 5 games on Switch.
Yeah.
And this just feels like someone had an idea on how to use the 2 mouse controllers. And they've gone, oh, let's put something to it, but it doesn't feel like a game yet. I don't know if they're going to have to really, because you have to then, like when you're like rolling in your wheelchair. It's not called a wheelchair. The reps called it a vehicle.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why they were afraid to say it was a wheelchair.
No, I can't. I mean, I think the concept of it is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I did. I thought the concept looked cool. And then, but when you play it, so when you're rolling, but then you have to do like you would in a real wheelchair and stop to throw and things.
Right. Okay.
And then it slows the game down. It's not as
In
So
my head,
I
I had it
wasn't.
down as a very cool and unique kind of Rocket League
No,
with extra
no, it's
controls. That's
no
what I
way.
had in my head.
Yeah, it's not as good as Rocket League.
Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah, it's not as good as Rocket League. My son
Shit.
and my
Yeah.
brother both didn't like it, and that was the only game they didn't like.
Oh,
Everything else
it's a
they were
shame.
absolutely fawning over because they're both massive Nintendo fans, right? Bigger
Yeah.
than I ever could be.
Mm.
I am looking at like a load of Mario and Zelda art on my walls, right?
Yeah.
No other games on here, just Mario, Zelda, bit of Star Fox are across my walls. That's how much I like Nintendo. My
Yeah.
brother and my son are much bigger Nintendo fans than me, so they loved everything except
Absolutely everything Nintendo related.
evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was disappointing. I was
Shame.
really disappointed with that. I thought this needs a proper game sticking to it because it's just
Mm.
2-on-2 as well by the look of it.
Mm.
So even that's kind of limiting and just a bit shite. I mean, the thing is to be able to get 2-on-2 on a TV locally. That's a lot of money to buy more Joy-Con.
Yeah. Well, at least
So
it
yeah,
isn't as hyped up as some of the other games, I guess. And it might be a bit of a
yeah,
sleeper hit, maybe. I mean, they really hyped up Bomberman, didn't they, on the Switch? Bomberman R, and that was
yeah. That was
atrocious.
so. Um, then the last thing we did before we left was played on the Welcome Tour. You know
Oh, did
that
you have to
demo.
pay before you did that? You have to, you
All
have
I
to
can say
swipe your
is
debit card.
the rep did. So I said to the rep, I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, cool." So I did like nearly everything that you could do in Welcome Tour.
yeah.
On that just through the demo bit anyway. And I said, "How much more is there to this?" And he was like, "Can I be honest? Not a lot more." It's like
Oh,
it's basically you just have to keep doing the stuff again to get more badges and things like that. And I was like, "Oh right, okay." And I'm like, "Well, I'm glad I've played it." Then he was like, "Yeah, you don't have to pay for it now, do you?" And I was like, "No, no, I don't." So even the rep, but he was whispering that to me.
ah. just seems
uh,
just seems completely pointless. I don't get it.
but some of the
Hmm.
stuff in there were cool demos. I wouldn't pay
Right,
to play any of them,
right,
but they were cool demos. So one of them is testing. You've got to test your eyes for frame rate. So they'll bounce balls across the screen, right? And you've then
yeah,
got to guess the frame rate
right,
that's
okay.
being thrown across. I got every single one right because I used to be a game developer, so I can see frame rates and
Hmm.
stuff. And yeah, that was cool. There was one where you got maracas and you got to shake the maracas, but then when you're shaking the maracas, you can either shake like little beads inside, but when you're doing that, it feels like you're shaking something with beads inside.
Sounds like an ADHD nightmare. To be fair,
But then you can change it
for
so there's a
me.
rubber ball inside,
Oh God.
and it
Right.
actually feels like you're holding a rubber ball inside plastic.
What?
And you're like, oh, like even though you're looking down and you can see it's not that, your mind's going, no, clearly there's a rubber ball in your hand.
Why?
It's
Oh, I mean,
mental. I don't
okay.
understand it.
I can't comment because I haven't done this. But why are we paying for this when you've already paid for the system and it's
I
not a
know.
full functioning game? Why
Especially
not?
when you consider Astro's Playroom, which is like pretty much a full game. It has a platinum trophy as well on
Hmm.
PS5. Is a free game on the system,
Hmm.
and it's actually a lot of fun. You know? So yeah, I don't understand why they've done that. It's charging for it is absolutely mental. It should be free. It should be on the system when you turn it on. Charging for
I
it's
don't. I
ridiculous.
can't see the
£5.
angle that they're getting at with this. Is it to recuperate some of the money they do think they
But the
may
thing is,
lose, or?
it's gonna sell.
Oh,
You
of course it
know
will.
it's gonna sell. People are gonna pay £5 for it. And it
I mean,
sends a bad message. Don't pay for it. It's
yeah.
stupid. It's not worth it. As you're going to be able to play all of that tech anyway when you're playing on the games for the Switch 2.
Hmm.
Don't buy it, people, please. Um, but yeah, that was Switch 2. I would say I don't think this is what a Switch 2 should be. I think this is more a Switch Pro. This feels very much like what the Switch Pro should have been. If they're gonna, how can I best describe it? So how with the PS5 or the Xbox Series, right?
Mhm.
They're not big leaps over the Xbox One and the PS4 in terms of
No,
graphic and power. Yes, they are, but there's nothing that really says this is a next generation system. Not like
no, there
going from
isn't. No, that's
not
why I
like
bought
going
the
from
Series S
PS3
because
and
nothing was jumping
360.
out at me. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, this doesn't feel like a generational leap. It feels like an incremental leap,
we are
just like
completely
just
stuck,
like a
aren't we?
Pro
Yeah,
is.
right.
It's that's how it feels. It doesn't feel like a generational leap. It does visually, yeah, obviously, but
I have to
it
say,
doesn't.
when I see the Metroid
Yeah,
demo the other week, I thought it was going to be absolutely mind blowing. I mean, you say it looks stunning; it keeps to the original art source, etc. But I was expecting something completely mind blowing.
yeah.
Mario
It's
Kart, I
not.
was expecting something completely mind blowing.
I was expecting Mario Kart to look closer to the movie, the Super Mario movie.
Yes, same here.
That's what I was expecting it to look more
I
close to
honestly
that. Because if you
can't
look
tell
at
the
something like
difference.
no, if you look at
No.
something like Mario, not Mario, like Ratchet and Clank Rift
Mm,
Apart on the PS5, that
yeah.
looks like a movie.
Mm,
That looks like a animated movie.
yeah.
That's the first generation where you can actually say that, right? And yeah, and so does Astrobot. Astrobot looks incredible
No, it
as well.
does. Yeah. There's some parts
Yeah.
in Odyssey, Mario Odyssey, look absolutely stunning
Oh
still.
yeah, they
I
look
think
absolutely stunning.
stunning.
But
Yeah.
I don't. But I think I don't know. For me, I'm not feeling the Switch 2. Just not
Mm,
feeling it. I think, especially at like the price of everything at the moment, and I'm not just talking about the price of games because all games are expensive.
yeah.
I'm talking more about all the other things that come with it. So like the new Pro controller. I know you can use your old one, but you don't want to use your old one on a new system with like the HD Rumble 2. You want
No.
that in your hand. Yeah. Um, that's expensive. You've got that cost as well. You've got the cost of a memory card because 256 gig is not big, and
For modern
the
gaming, no.
no, and the cheapest memory card that's got any size is another 256 gig one for those new
Right,
ones, which
okay.
I think is like 40-50 quid, and a 1 terabyte is £200.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then if you want that camera, that's another £50. And then if you want to get some for the family, I don't know how much they are. They what 80 quid?
Did you see the camera?
Yeah, yeah.
What does it do? I mean, in my head, is it like the
I
PSV
only saw
camera?
it in a case. It was just
Is
in
it
a
like
case.
Connect or something? Or I
It
mean,
connects into the USB-C port at the top of
and you
the
can
Switch.
stream on Discord, etc., and stuff like that, and Twitch
Not
from
Discord.
that.
No, just no, no.
Twitch,
You
just
just
Twitch.
yeah. Is it just? I didn't even know it was on Twitch. But yeah, it's
No,
yeah. You just,
I was assuming you could stream on Twitch with it. I mean,
I
otherwise,
don't
why would
think
they
so.
make it?
I think it's just a like voice chat with your
Nintendo
friends
to right, okay.
and video
See,
chat
that's
with
another
them.
thing. Only Nintendo fans want to do that. I'm a
Yeah,
Nintendo
and
fan.
you can chat with on Xbox and on Xbox and PlayStation. You can chat without PlayStation Plus, can't you? You can actually have a voice chat with someone else
Yeah,
without PS Plus or Xbox Live Gold or
yeah,
whatever
no,
it's
you
called
can do.
now.
Yeah,
The old
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Whereas you have to pay to do any chatting on the Switch too. You have to have a Nintendo Switch Online subscription,
Just
which I'm like, all right, okay, that seems like that's gonna die on its ass.
so your
So I
takeaway
guess
basically is that
Mason is calling.
what the hell? That is my Alexa. That is
It's
my
Mason.
son calling me from someone else's house. Ignore that.
that's all right.
Um,
Fine. But yeah, it's so that's my takeaway is that I think if you are a Nintendo enthusiast who wants to have the next best Switch experience, this is for you. If you have anything else that plays games other than Nintendo games, don't. Yeah, I just don't
okay.
see the point. It's just Yeah. I mean, I'm going to get Metroid Prime 4 and I'm going to get Hades 2 to get them on regular. I know they're not going to
Mm.
be good, but I can still play them. And later down the line, if there's anything compelling
Yeah.
coming, I will get a Switch 2. But Donkey Kong wasn't compelling for me. Mario Kart World, it was never going to be compelling for me because I don't really like Mario Kart.
Mm.
I think I just hold a grudge against it for taking over from F-Zero as their
Yeah.
racing series. Which, that's on me. That's not Nintendo's fault.
No, that is your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Mm.
Yeah, so I don't feel the Switch 2. I just not feeling it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it
I mean,
is a nice bit of kit.
my.
Mason is calling.
God. You have to edit this bit.
So it's going out raw. So yeah, what were you going to say?
My takeaway from this, after watching the Nintendo Direct, was that it probably, like you say, isn't so much as a generational leap. It probably is what we thought the OLED was going to be when they announced
Yeah,
it. We
it's
thought,
just
oh,
a more
yeah,
professional version
yeah.
of, like it's a more modern version of the Switch.
But there's a couple of things that really, really, really bugged me. Right, so it's almost identical, isn't it? The only innovation there would be the mouse controls, which you've used, and you said are good. They work.
Yeah.
The other thing that really irritated me, two things actually. One was the screen, not the OLED screen. I don't understand the business behind that. And maybe next year they're going to release an OLED version, the cheaper
Well,
version, or
probably
maybe in
2
3 years'
years.
time, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we know that they will. Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing that really, really bugged me was, and this is really petty, maybe it's petty by Nintendo, but releasing the GameCube games only on a Switch 2, that really bugged me.
Yeah.
After all the money everyone has spent, including me, so I'm not a hardcore Nintendo fan. I'm a casual now Nintendo fan. I'm grown up a bit, do you know what I mean? I've got other things going on. But all the money I've paid for on the online service, and they've just been kind of drip feeding these games through onto the online service. Half of them are just absolute crap, to be fair with you. We didn't want half the games that they put on there, and this, everyone wanted the GameCube stuff in there, and they just didn't do it. We just thought they were going to come out of a direct one day and say, "Here are GameCube games on the online service," but no, they didn't. They come out and said, "Oh my God, it's going to be on the Switch 2 now," which I just think is really fucking petty. To be fair with you,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
that is another reason why I think this is going to sell to the hardcore Nintendo audience.
They know this, and it will. Yeah.
And because the thing is, I was speaking to my mate who's got a son who's about a bit older than my daughter, who's Nintendo mad, right? And he saw that the Switch 2 was coming, and I told my mate that I was going down to London to play it. So his son then called me to ask
Yeah.
about it. And then I spoke to his dad, and his dad was like, "How much is it?" And I told him the price, and he was like, "We're not getting that."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I know it's expensive," and he was like, "Yeah." He was just like, "I'm not paying £400."
It's not
I
just
think
that either.
they're gonna have a problem selling that to families.
They will do. I think so. It's not just that. It's the Pro Controller 2 that they're trying to sell. It's all the other stuff that goes with it. The camera, price of the games, the online subscription, the fact that you have to pay for the demo stuff that we were just talking about.
Yeah,
It's going to turn parents off. Really.
Yeah,
They're just going to say, "Oh no, you're not having that. You've got what you've
I
got.
think the other confusing
Here's
thing
a
as well,
Series S with Game Pass. There you go. Do you know what I mean?"
I think the other thing that's confusing though is like you've got 3 different types of games now on the shelf for Switch 2. Not now, but when they come out. So you've got the Switch 2 games, yeah, but then they come in 2 varieties. So you've got the Switch 2 games which are on a cartridge, or then you have those that are on the key cards.
We haven't even spoken about this yet. Yeah.
So again, that's 2 different things, which is confusing. And then you've got the third thing, which is the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, of Nintendo Switch games. So you've got it's going to be a bit of a minefield for parents. Good job there's no actual retailers anymore.
It's going to be a minefield for casual gamers, and there's a lot of casual Switch gamers. There really are.
Yeah. I think third parties are going to be pretty much all in on the key card things, because I don't think anyone's going to pay the big storage cartridges. You know, Nintendo stuff will all be on cartridge, like without a shadow of a doubt. All of their stuff's going to be on a cartridge. But I don't think, I doubt Elden Ring or Cyberpunk will fit on a cartridge. They would fit on a cartridge, but they won't fit on. They won't pay to fit them on a cartridge. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's like, why would you? If you got the option of just selling them a key card, you'd do that. Which is better than a box. That is better than putting a code in a box, because at least you can resell it.
Yes.
If you don't like it, it's not tied to a system, which is actually better than what they did before. So yeah, I'm a bit down on it. I never thought I would be down on a Nintendo system.
It just seems to be a lack of innovation from me.
Yeah,
there's no surprises.
Yeah, I mean the biggest surprise is like the prices. That's the big surprise. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't a fan, mate. Sadly. So yeah, I think that will do for our Switch 2 talk. We'll have a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and it won't be 5 minutes, listeners, don't worry. Literally going to get like 90s and that's it. And then we'll talk again.
Imagine if we Caribbeans took life as seriously as the rest of the world.
You're 43 seconds late.
According to my watch, I am not late.
You're late. And I am late because you're late. Now you're a whole minute late.
Not by my watch.
Hurry up, my fish is sick.
I'm running late for my meeting. You give me road rage. If we took life as seriously as this, then we'd never have invented Malibu, made with pure beige and rum. It's seriously easy going. Oh man, it's total gridlock.
Hello, welcome back to the second part. We are going to now talk about what we've been playing. I won't, because I've already spoken about the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to hand over to Danny first. But first,
No,
Danny,
I've got loads more to say about Nintendo Switch 2. Right, so first off, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. You'll be here for 5 hours.
You need to let me do the jingle as well. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Danny boy, what games are you playing? And from what gen are they from again? There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Thank you for that. Right, so that's put me in the mood to talk now. Right, so a few odd ones from me. I've been playing Thunderblade on the Master System.
How is it on the Master System? I've never played it on the Master System. I played it on Mega Drive. Or Thunderblade 2, isn't it? Super Thunderblade.
It's I don't know how to explain it. So there's the top-down parts are absolutely brilliant. Yes, top-down Thunderblade. Yeah. Then the 3D parts are actual 3D. There's 3D buildings flying at you. You've got like a missile that goes down and you hit tanks. Levels are about 5 minutes long. I've been playing it since I was a kid. I just like the music. I like the effects in it. It's quite cool. So that's what I've been playing on the Master System. But Bonanza Brothers I've been playing on the Master System as well. It's good. I think it's the best version, to be fair, yeah, unless you're playing the arcade one. It's just a bit more simple. It's fun.
Yeah, I like the arcade one.
Yeah. So when you open the doors and you can hit the bad guys or the cops, and they see stars above their head and stuff like that. That's kind of missing. It's in there, but it's not as good. Levels are a bit shorter, but the effects are good and stuff like that. Moving on, I've been playing Predator 2 on the Mega Drive. Have you ever played this game?
No. And to be honest, I didn't know there was a Predator 2 on the Mega Drive.
It's insane.
What's it like? What sort of game is it?
So it's kind of a top-down Mercs type of thing in a city and rooftops, but you are Danny Glover, as in from the film.
As every child wants to be is
exactly. I've met Danny Glover before.
Oh,
I met him. Yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah, he said he was too old for signing autographs, but yeah. No,
Do you
he
know
was a
what?
cool
He
guy.
was younger than me when he was too old for this shit
I know.
in Lethal Weapon.
He was like 35 or something.
He looks older than me then than I do now.
He hasn't aged either. I see him in Jumanji 2, or 3, whatever you want to call it.
Or four
Second
if
one
you
with The
include
Rock in.
the
Oh, yeah.
Zahira. What it's called.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. So
Yeah.
you play as little pixelated Danny Glover.
Danny Glover,
In,
and
uh,
you're shooting a load of drug dealers.
yeah.
You're just going around the city killing drug dealers. But tracking you is Predator. And whilst you're trying to kill these drug dealers, this is a really hard game, by the way. They're coming out of doorways with flamethrowers and rocket launchers. While you're trying to kill them, is the Predator target tracker with the three dots, the
Yeah.
infrared type thing. Yeah, that's tracking you on the screen. Every now and again, it will just get bigger, and if it gets you, you just get shot in the head by a Predator.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's quite
That
violent
sounds
actually
hard.
for a Mega Drive game. Yeah, it's really cool. It would have made an absolutely brilliant arcade game because they could have used some advancements on it, but it's on the Mega Drive.
Have they got any voice samplings?
It has. I'm not going to do it, but no, it did. I'm sure there is. If I remember correctly, there is. Yeah. There's like a but there's no I'm too old for this shit. There's just like Danny Glover death noises. I'm guessing. The Danny Glover scream. It's I mean, go if you can play it, give it a go. I mean, I don't own it on a Mega Drive. I was just playing it on my handheld. It's one of those games that I used to see for sale as a kid all the time, and just think, oh, but it's a load of crap. I'm not going to bother with it.
Yeah, you see, I never even saw it. That's the thing.
I
I
used
had
to
a
see it all
Mega
the
Drive at
time.
my dad's house and Super Nintendo at my mum's. So we used to go and rent games all the time for Mega Drive, but I can't remember ever seeing it.
Yeah, it's it came out in 1992. I mean, give it a go. It's just a random one. I mean, if you want to buy it now for the Mega Drive, apparently eBay is selling a copy for $499.99. So that's £500.
I don't want to buy it.
No.
No.
Or you can go to CEX and get it for a tenner. It's up to you.
Yeah, probably CEX. No, but I don't have a Mega Drive to play Mega Drive games on, so I'll just have to stick it on one of my devices, play it that way. I could put it on the Vita actually, because I've got a load of Mega Drive games on the Vita, and I like the D-pad on the Vita more than any other D-pad, so that'll work.
Sorry, I've just found out there's a Master System version as well.
You know what? I can see the Master System artwork.
It's a white label. It's a white label cartridge as well. Ooh.
How cool were Master System boxes, like with that grid?
Oh, what, the later ones?
The ones that are on the grid, the white with blue.
Oh, the earlier ones. I think they're brilliant. Yeah.
How good are they? Like amazing. Like for me, like minimalistic.
Yeah.
But it looked cool as fuck.
It does. I've never seen the issue or the discourse behind Master System game packaging. Some of the real early stuff was crap.
Timeless.
Yeah.
But compared to like the generic stuff you got, well, not generic, but like all the art boxes you got on the NES or the Spectrum and C64 stuff, which was just art. I like the minimalistic style of the Master System.
You're very much like that,
with that, didn't it? Because the Mega Drive started having with the black and the silver.
That's
grids.
it. Yeah.
And then they dropped that for the more sort of art look, and then later the blue spine, didn't they? With the way.
Is that the Master System? It's rare that some of the later games are kind of deviated from that grid to plain packaging, with bright colours and stuff like that, and they lost the grid completely. But I've got one of the early copies of Outrun, and the black lines, the actual grid on the white packaging is it's like a silver, shiny silver.
Oh, cool.
And it's quite cool. Yeah, according to Reddit, it's one of the earlier versions. I could be talking complete crap here, but yeah. What else? Fallout 4. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4. I've just been getting lost in Fallout 4. I moved from Skyrim to Fallout 4. And that's about it, really.
That's cool.
Marble Madness again. I've been playing Marble Madness.
Ah, yes, that is. I still love playing Marble Madness. I really like the Mega Drive version of Marble Madness.
I love the Amiga game.
I don't
The
think I played
Master
that
System
one yet.
game is actually quite good. Actually, to be fair, if you give that a go, that's quite cool.
Yeah,
I
I think I
love the
played the NES
music.
one first. That was the first one I played with Marble Madness.
That's quite janky, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, and then my dad had the Mega Drive version, so I played it on that. That's cool. Okay, so I then have been playing a game called Blueprints, which is Blue Prince, as in Prince, the singer.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Which is still 9 years, brother. It's been too long. I can't believe he's gone still. So crap.
It's just
Anyway,
we're doing now an
to
entire episode dedicated to
Purple Rain the
Prince.
movie. Yes,
Can do. No, let's not do that. No.
Yeah. But I've been playing this game Blueprints, which is it's a roguelike walking simulation adventure puzzle game.
Did you just make that up, or is that a thing now?
It's basically what it is. But
It says on the box, is it?
but I've seen some people refer to it as a Metroid Brainia, which is quite clever.
See,
or
this is why I
Brainiac
stick
Mansion.
to older games mostly now.
Oh, mate, no, but this game's so good. I would say this is like one of the best games I've played in years. Like in years.
Really?
There's
Let
nothing
me-
special to look
let
at.
me-
Nothing special to look at. So I'll give you the premise of the game. So you start listening. And it's on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Xbox and PlayStation as part of the subscription. So you can play it. It's on Game Pass and it's on PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this. I've seen it on Game Pass. Yeah, I've actually seen the. Yeah.
So I downloaded it on the day it came out on PlayStation, and the cool thing is that the reason I really like it, I can play on PlayStation, is I can play it on the portal, so I don't have to play like on the TV. And it is a really cool game. It's the first game in years where I have an actual pen and paper to help me with the game. So I'll describe what the game is. So you are told to by your granddad, I think is that this house is for you to go through, and but you get 50 steps per day. Okay, you can only take 50 steps, but one step is going into a room. So every room you go into takes away a step. Some rooms though will take away more than that, or even half of all the steps you've got. But other rooms can add steps. So it's about trying to think, can I get to this room over here because that's got another 10 steps in it? Then I can actually go a bit further into the mansion.
Sounds like a restricted point and click game. I just made that up, but
It is very point and clicky as well. So there are actual maths puzzles in the game.
Actual maths puzzles.
And to begin with, like the first few days, so at the end of every day, once you can't get any further or you've run out of steps, call it a day, and then you go and camp outside. You're not allowed to sleep in the house. You have to go and camp out. You come back the following day and all the rooms have changed, so every time you do it, it's a different layout. But every time you go to a door, you get the choice of 3 different rooms to select to go into. Some could be corridors that lead you to other rooms, or some can be like there's red rooms which are like they take away stuff from you. Blue rooms you can get like puzzles and things. Green rooms there's can't remember what the green. But anyway, you've got different color rooms, and each room does something different. And so you've got to collect keys, you've got to collect gems, you've got to collect parts, you've got to collect items, right, to use throughout this mansion. And you get clues as well. But you don't know what the clues for. But you don't know what the clues for, right? You're looking at it and you're like, I don't know what that means yet. And then maybe like you play the game for in the game world, you play it for say another 3 days, and then you get to a room and if you haven't remembered that's why I've been writing everything down or taking screenshots where I can.
Yeah.
And been like, right, I need to do like properly understand this game. So like I said, in the maths ones, right, they start off for the first few days, they're really easy. And then they progressively get more and more harder as you go, as they start adding in different parts of maths, like more algebra and like that. And it's just like, oh, but I get addicted to those. Like every time one of those rooms come up as an option, I'm like, I'm in there. Freaking love doing maths. Let's go. There's some other like truth lies ones, you know, where one thing is telling the truth, or two things are telling the truth, and one's a lie. That sort of work out what it the there are other puzzles as well. I don't want to say what the other puzzles are because it's actually a spoiler because you get them quite late, quite a long way into your runs and stuff. So I won't give those away, but they are devilishly hard at times.
I am thinking about this game now because it looks
I
quite
can't
interesting.
stop thinking about this game. Like it is literally.
So I'm
on
looking
my
at the
mind
screenshots, and I mean the art. You know what it reminds me of? What was
Borderlands.
that point and click game on the boat? Murder mystery one.
Oh,
Cruise for a corpse.
Which
Cruise
one?
for a corpse. Cruise for a corpse.
Oh, I've not played that.
No, it's early 90s. Delphin Studio game.
Ah, okay. But no,
Brilliant
the graphics are nothing to write home about. But it is just an incredible game. Like the sort of game that I loved playing on PC back in the 90s or Amiga, that style. Yeah, I adore it. I adore it so much. I think it's one of the best video games I've played in about 30 years.
Really?
Yeah, I absolutely adore it. I can't stop thinking about it. This is the thing with it. And it's got one of those things where you're like, okay, I'm going to do. Yeah, you finish a run, you think, oh, I'll actually call it a day and turn off. But then you're like, I could try another one. And then you're like, I didn't really do very well on that one. I'll try again. And it's like, because every time you go through a door, right, you get the choice of those three, like I was saying. And those three will have different, like some of them won't even have an exit, so they could just be like cupboard. Right. But then if you
have to come out the same way using
you just go back into the room you just been in. But the thing is though, sometimes if you haven't got like some gems or a key, you can't then progress to a different room, you know, so you have to choose the single room with no exit other than going back out the way you came. And then you've screwed yourself because you're like, well shit, I now can't move. I've now blocked off all the different routes, so I'm just have to call it a day now.
What does the game do? I mean, you don't have to spoil it, but then what does...
The game doesn't do it. The game just goes, so what are you going to do? And you're like, well, I literally can't do anything. I can't move. Like, I literally have got no moves left to do. So I'm going to have to call it a day and come back again tomorrow and try again.
Gotcha. So you go back to your tent outside and the house resets itself.
Yeah. And that's what makes it so addictive, because you're just like, fuck, I can't believe I screwed myself like that. Why did I not do a room with a gem before? Because it does tell you if there are gems and stuff in the room that you're going into, and you could choose not to go into that one because you're like, actually, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. And then the next room you go into, you're like, oh shit, I'm stuck, or oh, I haven't got a gem, I can't go to that. And you're like, shit. So you can actually like screw yourself over.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely brilliant. Like I say, one of the best games I've played in about 30 years.
Because I was massive on the point and click stuff on the Amiga, and some of the puzzle games on.
So was I. I love point and click games. But I love games where you use your brain.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the puzzles are not hard, very easy. So when you start playing it, they ramp up. They do ramp up. So yeah, that's Blueprints.
Cool. I will look out for that. It's on Game Pass, so I might download it and give it a go.
Yeah, do so. It's really, really cool. So next game I've been playing, I paid, for some reason, I decided to pay the $99.99 and get into a Joe Great Circle so I could play 2 days.
Oh.
On PS5. That game is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's good.
Right. So Indiana Jones is my favorite thing in the whole.
Yeah.
As a kid, I liked Indiana Jones. I
Yes.
liked Star Wars and I liked all this other stuff, but Indiana Jones was the thing I loved from the age of 8. Shouldn't have
Yeah,
been
we've
watching
had
Indiana
the.
Jones
You wanted
at
to
8.
be a
An
Indiana
archaeologist as
Jones,
well.
an
Yeah.
archaeologist. Yeah, yeah.
that was my dream. And yeah, God, I love Indiana Jones.
I'm so glad you like
so
it.
much. And I love yeah, but the thing that I really like about it, so I was worried that they were just going to do a Tomb Raider Uncharted clone, right?
Oh no, it's nothing like
But
that.
it's nothing like those, right? And the thing is,
It's like a
Indiana
3D
Jones,
point and click game. It's a proper adventure game.
it's an adventure
It's
game,
like
but
it in
it's
the
also,
film.
yeah, it is. It is just so that's the thing, right? All those years where you're playing Tomb Raider on Uncharted, and you're thinking,
Yeah,
this is like playing Indiana Jones, and then
yeah,
you get an Indiana Jones game, and you're like, holy shit, this is Indiana Jones.
yeah. No,
But
they've done it
the
brilliantly.
things I've got to take my hats off to Machine Games for doing that. Basically, it is a Machine Games game, right?
Mm,
But it also feels a bit like an Arcane Leon game as well. You know,
mm.
like the Dishonored style game as
Yeah,
well. So it's
yeah.
very much a mix of like what a Wolfenstein is with a bit of Dishonored, but in a brilliant Indiana Jones game.
But
You know,
it
and it's
hasn't lost
so
that kind
good.
of Spielberg movie magic with a touch of the Lucas game stuff,
Yeah,
the
but
puzzles
the cool thing
and
is it
the
has the
exploration.
downtime. Yeah, and it has the downtime like in the movies.
Mm.
So there are bits in the movies, aren't there, where Indiana Jones just
Yeah,
talking and
yeah,
just going off and doing something, and he talks to himself as well,
yeah. No,
and
it's
like he
brilliant.
does in the
Yeah,
game, and you're like,
yeah.
oh my god, this is so good, and the voice acting from Troy Baker, absolutely spot on.
You can't tell the difference, can you?
He's so
There
good.
is no difference.
No, but I have
I'm so
one.
glad that they went down that route instead of the AI route as well.
Yeah, I am as well. I think Troy Baker does an absolutely good
Yeah.
job. So I think I do have one criticism of this game, and I can only think of
Mhm.
one criticism because everything else I absolutely fucking love.
Mm.
I mean, I got up early this morning to play it because I knew it would be downloaded and ready at 5 o'clock to get 2 hours.
Are you finding it? Oh yes, yeah, it came out today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unlocked at midnight, but I wasn't going to stay up and play it because I went to bed, so I went to bed early
yeah. So you
and got
could
up
get
at
up
5,
early. Yeah.
and then get 2 hours of that before I went and did my exercise and work.
Mm.
And yeah, so I played 2 hours this morning, and then I played half an hour at lunchtime today, and then
Yep.
this evening my daughter was busy, so I decided to stick another 2 hours worth of.
Are you still in the Vatican? You're still in Rome?
I'm still in Rome, yeah, still in the
Mm.
Vatican, and
Yeah,
I'm still loving it though. Like
yeah.
it's just been so good, and it's been so much like an Indiana Jones game. And like I say, it's very Dishonored, it's very Stein, but it works with this Indiana Jones
Mhm.
game, and you do feel like you are Indiana Jones. But I will say the one criticism, the one criticism it has is that I'm glad it's in first person
Mm.
because the character models are fucking awful.
No,
Like
they are. Yeah.
the facial models, brilliant.
Mm.
Like all the faces look fantastic, but all the models of the bodies, they're horrendous.
They are a bit strange. They're a bit off key.
It doesn't work with the realistic faces. Like even in if Indiana Jones is wearing his usual garb, he looks fine. Like his body and everything looks fine. If he's wearing his
Yeah.
jacket and hat and stuff, he looks absolutely fine. But then
Have
if
you
he's
looked
wearing
down
anything
to
else,
his shoes yet? Have you looked down to when he's running? Have you looked at his shoes yet?
yeah,
Mm.
they're
That
not
made me
great.
laugh.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the only criticism I have of that game is that I don't like what the character models.
They've
Like,
kind
everything
of
else
it's like they've been molded and put in the oven for too long. If that makes
Yeah.
sense, when you're doing like a school pottery project,
Yeah.
it's gone wrong.
And I tell you
They're
what,
not.
on the PS5 Pro, it looks incredible.
Well, I've got.
Like the
I mean, I've
lighting. Oh,
got it on a Series S, and it does me. And I
yeah.
absolutely loved it. I never had one issue with it.
No,
Couple of
I've been.
the sound dropped a couple of times, and that was it. But
I've not had any of that yet, but I tell you what, it does do because I've got like the cinema speakers and stuff, and playing it through that, it's just like being at the movie, like
yeah,
watching Indiana Jones.
I've only ever played it with my
God.
Sony headphones on, and I absolutely loved it. It was brilliant. There's so many
so
sound
good.
effects going on in the background.
Yeah, there
as
is.
well. It's so cool.
But it's all the little musical cues and stuff as
Yeah,
well, though.
yeah, I know it, yeah.
As well. So it's not. Oh man, I cannot speak highly enough of that game. So where I think Blueprints is one of my favorite games in the last 30 years. I would say Indiana Jones is my favorite game, not called Blueprints, since Uncharted 4.
Wow.
Like, because I love that sort of like the Uncharted games as well. And
I had real worries about it after playing Starfield.
Yeah.
Which
Oh
was
yeah.
complete crap. I mean, it was fun for a short period of time. I really thought they were going to make Indiana Jones, but here's Skyrim, but you are now Indiana Jones. And
Well,
I
was okay because machine games, they know they're good. They are a good, solid developer. They never put out anything that's less than a 7 or an 8, out of 10. They're a solid developer, but for me, I love Indiana Jones, but that's because I love Indiana Jones. I love the whole series. I think for me as a kid, right, growing
all
up,
3 films. I mean, all 3 films are brilliant, weren't they? So
yeah. And for me as a kid growing up, though, what I really liked was the fact that the character had brown eyes. And I had brown eyes as a kid, or I still do. But it's one of those things where I identified more with that person because it's like, okay, that's like me as a character. I can project.
I fully understand that. I do. I mean, I love Star Wars, but Indiana Jones, out of all that kind of Back to the Future, etc. I mean, Indiana Jones was my favorite, especially.
Yeah.
Don't hate me, Temple of Doom. I love that
Really,
film.
that's your favorite? Okay.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's just the one I
I
connect with the most. I love the Sean Connery one. But
oh yeah. I can't decide between Raiders and The Lost Ark. Which one of those I like best?
I think Temple of Doom.
I had a gun to my head. I don't know what I'd just say shoot me. I'd be like, no, you're just going to kill me. I can't choose. Don't make me choose.
Temple of Doom, so left field, isn't it? It's so left field. It's just completely different, and it's a prequel as well.
Yeah, I do like Temple of Doom. Don't get me wrong, I do like it, but I think it's the pulpiness of Raiders and Lost Ark that I like more. But Temple of Doom still is a good movie. It is a really good movie. It's still better than the modern ones.
Gotcha.
But I loved. I also loved the Indiana Jones Chronicles, the young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
I have not watched them in years. Are they on Disney?
No, unfortunately not. I can't understand why they're not.
That's weird.
It took them a long enough to get Indiana Jones on there, didn't it? So,
I suppose so. Yeah.
But yeah, I've always loved anything Indiana Jones, except the games other than the 2-point-and-click adventure games on them.
I've only ever played 3 good Indiana Jones games, apart from what we've just been talking about. That's the 2-point-and-click ones on the Amiga. And there was a Master System game. Maybe it was called The Last Crusade, maybe. Or it was just a standalone thing. I don't know. I can't remember. It was actually pretty decent, to be fair.
I had a shitty Last Crusade game on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, I've played that game.
I absolutely hated.
Master System game was better.
Was it?
I thought so.
You see, because I was an Indiana Jones fan, that's why I bought that. That was one of the few games I bought on the Mega Drive. My dad's, because everything else we would rent. My dad would buy. But I used birthday money to buy Indiana Jones to have at my dad's, and then I was like, oh, this is shit. But I persevered, and I got my money's worth, and I completed it. But then I bought the Indiana Jones, Young Indiana Jones Chronicle.
Yeah,
that was actually good.
Yeah, I remember watching it. It was on BBC Two, weren't they? In sort of like mid-90s. I'm sure it was BBC Two.
Yeah. I used to watch it.
At 6 o'clock on a Sunday or something, or Tuesday night or something. Stupid and random.
I can't remember when, but I do remember I watched it every single week, every episode, and I adored that show so much. Because it was like watching a continuation of the beginning of Lost Ark.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong. I've wasted as much money on Indiana Jones as much money I've had, good times. That's what I'm trying to say. I've spent money on some good Indiana Jones stuff, and I've spent money on some really shit Indiana Jones stuff.
Sorry, Last Crusade, not Lost Ark. It was a continuation of Young Indiana Jones, but sorry. Last Crusade, And
Um,
so that loved it. But I can't speak highly enough of the game.
Mm.
Yeah, I have one more game that I want to talk about as well. That's
Yeah,
all right.
go on then. Yeah.
So I've been playing Jusant.
Oh, she's so sweet. What?
Jusant, which is like the rising tide or something in French, something like that. But it's spelled Jusant. It's from Don't Nod, the people who made the original Life is Strange series.
Yeah.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of Team Eco-esque. So
Oh.
you are a character who has to climb a mountain, and on the way up the mountain, you'll find little things like to read and things like that. They give you a bit more background into the story and of other people who try to climb and things like that. And it's just literally you're just climbing a mountain, and you're stopping, and then you're trying to work out how to get to the next bit.
Oh.
It's really good. It's really, really, really good. I would definitely recommend that to anyone who likes the Team Eco games.
Okay.
I think it's a
I will.
really, really good game. Do you remember Rhyme that came out for Tequila Games?
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, I don't think I played it, but I
Um,
do remember it. Yeah.
so it's got that kind of look to it as well, and that was
Mm.
very Team Eco-esque, but a shit Team Eco-esque game.
Yeah, basic.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay, but it wasn't. It wasn't as good as like Eco or Shadow. It was just was a thing that did something that tried to mimic it. Whereas Jusant really does feel like that spirit of that style game.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely get that if you can. It's on Xbox, PC, PlayStation. So yeah, absolutely fantastic game.
Cool. I will
So
look
yeah,
out for that one.
yeah. One other gaming related thing I did, I took
Mhm.
the kids to watch Minecraft the movie.
My son went to see it today. I've not seen him yet. However, I do have now. I own all the McDonald's toys. I have the complete set now. I'm
Yeah,
quite
my
happy.
son wants me to go to McDonald's and buy them all.
He's not having mine.
Because he doesn't want. I was like, "Well, get a Happy Meal," and he's like, "No, I don't."
Mm.
I was like, "Well, if you want a Big Mac, you've got to make a choice here. If you want a toy,
I don't even
I'll
eat
buy it."
McDonald's. So
Well,
I've got
I
the
only
choice.
do if I'm with the kids and there's nothing else
Yeah.
to do. Like, if there's nowhere else to go and get some food, I'll go there. But if there's ever any
Mm.
choice, I will never choose McDonald's.
No, never. Never.
There's like the last place on earth I will buy anything.
Is it Burger King or Wimpy? There you go. I've had this discussion with someone tonight. It's Burger King or
I
Wimpy.
went to
Then McDonald's.
my mum lives up near Kings Lynn now.
Yeah.
So when was it? It was during the summer last year. My mum took my elder 3 children. One of them's an adult, but out for the day. They went bowling and stuff, and then there's a Wimpy in Kings Lynn.
Oh yes.
And my mum took the kids there, and they preferred Wimpy to. And even my son, who was 22 at the time, 23 now, he was like, actually, Wimpy's pretty good. And I've not been since I was a child because I didn't know they were left.
There's one literally 15 minutes away from me.
So yeah,
If
next
I
time
was that kind of,
visit my mum,
yeah,
I'll go and give it a try. But yeah, my kids rave about it. Anyway, what was I saying? Minecraft
yeah.
movie. That sure is Jack Black being Jack Black.
Ah.
I mean,
in a good way or not a good way.
Not a good way. So it's like the director said to him, "Okay, for this role, I want you to pretend to be
Jack Black.
some Jack Black, but playing Jack Black."
Oh.
Right? It's
So School of Rock, Jack Black. Yeah.
No, he's dialed up to like 20. He's just so Jack Black in it. It's
Because he was brilliant in those Jumanji films. Don't get me wrong. He was really good in those.
He wasn't Jack Black in those. But he was Jack Black in this, and yeah, Jason Momoa is very funny in it though. He does comedy really well actually. Like, he's a good comedic actor. I wouldn't have ever thought that I've seen him. Or
I've met him too.
Was it Stargate Atlantis he was in?
I know.
I'm pretty sure.
Game
it
of
was.
Thrones. Game of Thrones. That's it. I know him
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones. That's it.
But yeah, I didn't think he'd be a comedic actor, but he's a very good
Mm.
comedic actor. So yeah, he was good.
Is it
The other
a
cast
bad
guys,
film? Is it a good
um,
film? Is it watchable?
mate, I don't know. I didn't like it. I thought it was absolute shit, but I thought the Super Mario Brothers movie was shit as well. And I like the Sonic movies, and I don't
Actually, I
really
didn't
like
mind the
Sonic.
Mario movie. I thought it was quite good.
I didn't enjoy it, but yeah, this one my kids loved. They absolutely loved it, but they love Minecraft, right? But there was a really weird bit in it when there was a baby zombie riding a chicken in a wrestling match,
Right. Okay.
and the whole cinema was applauding and whooping. Now, I've never been to a cinema where people have applauded before either. So again, to me, as a refined Englishman,
Yeah.
I didn't understand. And I looked at my son, and you could see him look at me going, "Oh, you don't get this.
No.
You don't get why we're all doing this." And I didn't. And yeah, and he
No.
wouldn't tell me afterwards either. And I was like, "Why was everyone?" He's like, "Doesn't matter." And I was like, "I need to know. Why was everyone clapping and cheering for this zombie baby riding a?"
It's just, I
riding a
guess it's
chicken?"
one of those cultural things to do with Minecraft. The fan base, we don't have a clue, do we? Unless you play it, I guess.
Yeah. So that's the Minecraft. But it's this. I'd say I preferred it to the Super Mario Brothers movie, but
You
I
are
didn't
joking, aren't
think
you?
much. No, I'm not. I'm not
Do you think
joking.
the Mario film was that bad?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I think
Really?
it was really safe. Yeah, yeah.
It was safe.
I was hoping it would be more like an
More
Inspector
guns?
Gadget. No, no, no. I was hoping that because Mario in the games is a bit of a dipshit,
Yeah.
right? He's not too smart. He's just
It's just, yeah, he's annoying,
yeah.
really.
Yeah, so I was hoping it was going to be kind of like an Inspector Gadget style thing, where it was actually Toad and Peach who were the clever characters. Like his
Like Brains, the dog, and
niece.
his
Yeah,
niece. Yeah.
yeah, and they were the real heroes, right? And I thought it was going to
Mm.
be more like that, but there is bits of that in there where Mario's trying to train a bit shit, and Peach knows everything. But it wasn't. I
Well,
didn't think it was that good. And then
did you see the parallels in that film? The original Mario film,
the good one, yeah, the one with
where
Bob.
the good one. Sorry, where they're plumbers in New York.
Yeah. Well, they're plumbers in New
They
York
get
in this one as
sucked
well.
into another dimension.
Yeah, they do. There
Now
are
I've seen
parallels with the original movie. Yeah.
It's massive.
But that's the Mario lore, though, right? He
It's
was
almost, but I know, I know, but it's almost the same film, but 3D animated. If that makes sense. I
Well, I
don't
don't
know.
know. It's the original one is bad. Like the one from bad. No.
Mm.
But I kind of like the dark vibe of that one, even as a kid. I was like,
Do you know what? I think it's an absolute masterpiece. I don't care what anyone says. It is a dystopian masterpiece. It should be in the top 10 sci-fi films ever made.
right up there with Blade Runner.
Dennis Hopper, yeah, exactly. Dennis Hopper he should have got an Oscar for that.
He was as creepy in that as he was in Velvet.
Yes, absolutely. The effects are amazing. The 3D models, like the Goombas and stuff like that, they're just out of this world. The uniforms were amazing. The dinosaur, the dinosaur didn't need to go that hard in that film. Yoshi didn't need to look that good. It looked better than Jurassic Park.
It was a good dinosaur, but he
It
must have had the
was, wasn't
longest
it?
chain. But he must have had the longest chain in history because he could get all around Bowser's castle.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just
Do
was
you know what?
clever.
I've never noticed that. You've ruined the film for me.
Yeah.
No, look,
But yeah, I was just
we could
just
do a whole
imagining.
episode on this.
Well, we did on Maximum Power Up, the Super Mario Brothers movie episode that I did. I hosted on that one.
Did anyone actually like it?
No. I think I was the most high on it.
No, see, I actually, maybe it's nostalgia. I knew it was crap, and I know it's crap, but at the same time, it is an absolute sci-fi masterpiece now.
I think it's I think it has has a place. I'll
Mhm.
say that. But yeah, sorry, I just can't stop thinking about Dennis Hopper being like the
With his
character in Blue
tongue,
Velvet
that
and being
tongue
like
thing. Mm.
Bowser wants to come. Yeah.
Oh, see. Um, It's just an
um,
artistic vision of what Mario would look like in modern times, with drug
yeah,
use, um,
yeah.
heavy drug use.
Changing people's DNA to make them uh, different.
Exactly.
You know,
Heavy
Morse
drug use,
code.
social media, probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
just
good
yeah.
commentary on. Yeah, have you seen there's a documentary being made, isn't there, about the movie?
I've read so many articles about it, and there's some of them
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure
are
someone's making
amazing.
a actual documentary about the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Wow.
Yeah, that would be pretty. Right, if you're a fan
Oh,
of that, you could be in that as well as the GoldenEye one.
could be, yeah. Yeah, maybe they'll keep me
Yeah,
in this one for a bit longer than 30 seconds.
yeah,
But yeah.
but yeah. So that was my Minecraft experience. I thought it was okay-ish. Obviously we had to buy the cups from the cinema as well with the Minecraft stuff on.
You've had an expensive weekend, haven't you?
Mate, it's been ridiculous. And oh
Mm.
yeah, and then my car today took.
Oh,
So
yeah, you
my
said.
brake pads light came on at the
Mm.
weekend. So I was like, shit. So I
Is
called the
this
garage.
Mario Kart related or just your real car?
Yeah, well, rally. No, it's just I drive my car a lot, and
Mm.
yeah. So the brake pads like came up on Saturday, Sunday, no Friday. Came up on Friday.
Yeah.
So I called the garage and they couldn't get it in today. And took it in today. So I had to replace all four brake pads, all four brake discs, the air filter system, and get my air conditioning refilled as well.
Is there anything not wrong with the car or it
But it
just
was
sounds like you've
one
had
month.
a nightmare there, to be fair
I
with you.
was, there's definitely no way I can afford the Switch 2 now. It's like
Mm.
I am out. um, yeah. So it's
Mm.
been expensive. Been expensive.
Everything's so
Um,
expensive. Oh,
it is. The
don't.
annoying thing is my son's. It's my daughter. It was my son's birthday first at the end of the month, and then my youngest daughter is 2 days later. So
Yeah.
I've got those to come for April as well. So that's fun. My son only wants money now so that he can switch to two. So I've pre-ordered one for him, but I haven't paid for it because I've done one of those ones where I pre-ordered through Amazon, so I haven't paid for it,
Yeah.
and because I'm waiting to see if he gets the money because I'm going to give him some of it. I'm not going to give him all of it
No,
because
why not? Exactly.
yeah. So yes, we'll see how much he gets from all his relatives for his birthday. Because then we still got a few weeks. His birthday's end of April. That doesn't come out until the 5th of June, so we've got a few weeks after that. So he's got a bit of time to get the rest before I cancel the pre-order money. Mate, you can get it.
Mm.
You have to wait now. I wouldn't do that. I'd obviously pop up the difference and then make him pay me back. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't be an absolute dickhead about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm one of those annoying people who has a pre-order who doesn't do it for himself. I'm just doing it for myself.
I've done that in the past. Loads. I have to say though, after this episode and discussion and your thoughts, feedback, I didn't have my mind, heart, whatever you can call it, set on the Switch 2.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Sorry.
so I'm out of that now. I don't think I'm going to get one until next year, maybe.
I will get one whenever the new Mario or Zelda.
Mm.
I, yeah. I don't think for me, I can't. I won't buy a console for Donkey Kong. I won't buy it for. So
I've only had the Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch. I've only had that since launch. So when was that? That was what 14 months, was it?
May 23.
Yeah. So and I've got an Xbox as well, and other things. It's just I don't know if I can
I've
justify
still
it.
got I've still got an OLED Switch, and I've got my
Yeah,
PS5s. So
nothing's jumping out at me. Nothing is saying buy this.
no, nothing is for me. That's the thing. I like the hardware. I think, like, for anyone listening, the hardware feels fantastic. If you were looking for a Switch Pro, this is Switch Pro, right? This is what you've been waiting for. A way to play Switch games better,
Mm.
a much more powerful system, and much more comfortable to hold as well.
But it
But
isn't that jump from the SNES to the N64 or the PS1 to the PS2. We haven't had that jump yet, have we? On anything?
no, we
I
won't.
think.
But I think going, to PS4 from PS3, 360, Xbox One, that's quite a decent jump in terms of visual fidelity. Visual fidelity only, though, because I think all the characters and stuff like that still look good. There was good drawings like that.
Yeah.
But the next gen, it still wasn't a big leap going from 16 to 64, 32 to the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, N64, or even Dreamcast, Saturn's Dreamcast. Those leaps just won't happen again. They just won't.
No,
I
they
think
won't.
the biggest leap you can get really is just by playing VR. And I say that I was so anti VR for years.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
not
were
wearing
saying
a
this,
helmet
yeah.
like a bell end. But now I'm like, I love VR so much.
Maybe we're missing the bigger point though. Maybe the jump that we're looking for isn't graphics or the 4 or 8K or whatever. Maybe
No,
that
it's not.
isn't the jump. Maybe the jump is what we're playing. Maybe.
Yes, that's the thing, and that's what I mean. With VR, you're playing new experiences, like stuff that, even though you've
Yeah,
played a first-person shooter before, when you play it in VR, it is like a completely new style of game.
I have to agree. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. Or when you play Res in VR versus playing on a flat screen, you're like, this is a different game. So, like I was saying before, Res in VR is probably my favorite video game of all time, right?
Yeah.
But normal Res, is probably in my top 10. So that's still good. I mean, it's still amazing. But when you're playing VR, that's where Res is just, I can't think of anything I like more.
Thing is, if it was going to take off and be something, it would have been something big now, surely. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
It would be everywhere. It would be everywhere. They would be
Yeah.
selling the games console that it's only VR. Does that make sense?
Not even Apple could make VR work, with their goggles that they did, just more AR.
Yes.
But it's still
Yeah.
in that same sphere. People just don't want to wear stuff on their face.
No, it's unsociable, uncomfortable,
Yeah.
maybe time consuming. You don't have the space.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it was going to take off, it would have taken off. But there are reasons behind it, and they probably are the reasons.
Yeah,
Just,
I think it's just the fact that it's not a convenient thing as having a controller in your hand, in your TV or your monitor, or it's. So I think VR was the big leap, but it wasn't the big leap that anybody wanted. And I think it's one of those things that you have to try before you can say if. And I adore playing games in VR. I was playing Gran Turismo 7 the other day in VR, and then I tried playing it on my monitor, and I was like, this is not as fun.
No,
Like,
it's not
it doesn't
the same.
feel as exhilarating as playing it in VR. But yeah, that's just it, though, isn't it? You've got to try and get people to do it, but the price is quite prohibitive as well, because they're not cheap headsets.
No.
So yeah.
Unless you strap a Switch to your head,
which Nintendo did do with the Nintendo Switch Labo VR.
they did, and I bought that.
Yeah, so did I. I bought it for my son 1 year for his
Still in
birthday.
its box somewhere, I think. Yeah.
We built it. We played it for about 10 minutes, and we never went back to it.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't proper VR. It wasn't that immersion.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't the same as the PS5 or the PS4 VR, whatever you call it.
Or the Steam one that I got was 5 and the Meta Quest.
That's it, the Meta stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame. it is a shame that it didn't take off because VR is very good, and I'm so annoyed that PlayStation literally did one game for PSVR 2, and then they abandoned it. They did more support for the Vita than they did PSVR 2, and I don't understand why. Because PSVR 2 is phenomenal being, and it's better than like the MetaQuest that was out at the same time.
Yeah, maybe they just realised people weren't affording it, or
Well, it was the same price as a PS5, so you had to spend like £1,000 to get both. I only got one, like I said, last summer. It's cheap, summer before,
yeah, I remember you saying, yeah.
when it was like down to £300 or something. I was like, okay, I can stomach that, but I won't pay like £500 or whatever it was for it.
It's just you have to justify it. I mean, younger people without family, maybe fully into their gaming, that's their full-time hobby. I can understand. Yes, go for it.
Yeah.
Me being 41 years old, dad, work.
Yeah, that's the thing. I only get time to play on my VR if I get up early in the morning
Yeah.
because it's on the PS5 Pro that's in the lounge. So I can't get any time on that TV unless it's early morning.
So
but
when
I
everybody
have
comes down to eat the cereal, there's you just stuck in another dimension with your headset on.
I'm exercising at that point. But yeah, I try and get up early, like 5 o'clock, to get any time to watch to play games or watch TV. That's when I do it. And then I have a PS5 in my office, just a normal PS5 in my office. So
Yeah.
games when like lunch breaks or something, I'll say I'm working a bit later.
You don't do any work at all. You just play games.
Well, I do work during the day, but sometimes I'll finish work at like 4:30, but then not
Yeah.
come upstairs from my office until 5:30, and get an extra hour of gaming in. Sometimes got to do these things.
Yes,
You know.
of course you are. Yeah.
So I think that's probably it for this week.
Yes.
So we'll be recording next week for an episode to go out on the. Let me look at the date. The date is for the next episode. Bear with me, caller listeners. The 28th of April. This
28th.
episode should be out. You'll be listening to this by the 16th of April. So the 28th of April will be the next episode, which will be one where we talk about 1985, 1995, 2005, 2015 in the month of April, and all the games, movies, music, television that you can think of, and news now as well. Yeah. So that'll be the next one. And yeah. And so anything you want to pimp or anything, Danny?
No. Just been an enjoyable episode. Grateful for the people that are taking the time to listen to us and download the podcast. And yeah, thank you. That's it.
Cool. Excellent. Cheers for that. So yeah, and join us next time when we find out what is love.